Welcome back, everybody. Chris 70 with 70 Mortgage Note Investments. We are a SEC qualified Regulation A plus fund raising $75 million to invest in distressed mortgage notes. Today, I'm going to talk about retirement accounts and the new IRS limits on these retirement accounts. Now, as a real estate investor and a sponsor of a fund, we like to share information that comes readily available to us because we also have a lot of IRA investors within our offerings. So people who have not heard this information, we wanted to share it with you. So I apologize. I'm going to turn and look away from the screen a little bit because I have all the information over here on the side. So let's talk about, in 2023, the retirement contribution limits that you are allowed to invest with a deferred retirement account. So back in October, the new rules came out, and with inflation being significant this year, we have seen some significant increases. So first, let's start with a solo 401k. So for 401ks, the plans have almost increased by 10%. The new maximum is $66,000. And those for 50 or older, there's a $7,500 catch-up, which allows you up to $73,500. Now, people might be thinking, wait, I work at W-2, I can invest $73,000 or $66,000? No. You know, if this is a solo 401k, not a employee-sponsored 401k, which we'll talk about in a second. But if you have a solo 401k where you have a business, you can take out of your paycheck up to $22,500 that you can contribute, and then the company can contribute the remainder of the balance, up to $66,000. And again, for those which are, many people who may just work that W-2 job, you can invest up to $22,500 now within your own 401k. So, but again, for the solo 401ks, if you have an S Corp or, your company also may provide some profit sharing through that, it's up to $66,000. And this is why most people will consider a solo 401k significantly better than doing some type of IRA. Okay, so speaking of IRAs, let's roll into the IRAs. Both IRAs and Roths have also seen some significant increases over the last few years. The standard limit is now $6,500. And for those who think, oh, it's only $6,500, where can I invest that? Again, we have seen a lot of our investors, because the minimum investment in our fund is only $500, invest that money into a self-directed IRA and turn around and invest it into our fund, including those that might be for children or others, just to get that money working for them, because the markets have a lot of volatility right now. Getting that 8% monthly dividend annualized over a year is something that we've seen a lot of people fluctuate to. And with the IRA, if you're over 50, there is an extra $1,000 catch up to that. Next is the SEP IRA contribution limits, and those are the same as the solo 401k, which is the $66,000. And again, there are no catch-up provisions within a SEP. And then we'll talk about simple IRAs. Employee contribution limits for a simple IRA is now $15,500. It bumped up $1,500. And there's catch-up clauses as well, which allow a contribution limit additional $3,500. With the simple IRA, employee matching profit sharing can be made on up to $330,000 of eligible employee compensation. So that's gotten a nice little bump. An employer can choose to match contributions dollar for dollar up to 3% contribution, or 2% compensation regardless of whether the employee contributes or not. As many people may know, there are traditional IRA deduction phase-out limits. If you or a spouse have an employer retirement plan, you can invest separately in a traditional IRA, but it's phased out based on that and certain adjusted gross incomes. If you're a single filer, deduction phase out has been increased to $73,000, and a partial deduction is allowed up to the $83,000 point, after which no deduction is allowed. For married filers, a partial deduction is allowed starting at $116,000, and partial deduction is capped at $136,000, after which no deduction is available. So just make sure you understand if you can start a traditional IRA. For a Roth is only limited by the adjusted gross income. It's not impacted by participation in an employer-sponsored retirement plan. So single filers can make a full Roth contribution if their adjusted gross income is below $138,000, and partial contributions are allowed up to $153,000. And if you're married filer, new Roth phase-out plan is from $218,000, nice bump there, up to $228,000. So hope you found this information informative. All of this can be found typically at a self-directed IRA custodian account, a 401k or IRA advisor, or at the IRS. But we wanted to provide this specifically to our investors for the 2023 calendar year, so they know the opportunities for how much money they can put into these accounts. So thank you and enjoy the rest of your day.